Raise your hand if you ever felt stressed out. Now raise your hand if you ever felt like you can't do anything about it. See, that right there is a kicker. We feel stressed no matter what situation we're in. However, it becomes an issue when you feel like you can't do anything about the way the stress makes you feel. This, gentlemen, is absolute blasphemy. No one person should feel as though they have no control in their lives due to stress. Feeling stress is natural, and believe it or not, it's actually necessary for us to strive and improve. However, people still allow this perfectly normal emotion to take control of their lives and cause issues that had nothing to do with the stress they were feeling in the first place. So how can one overcome the overwhelming feeling of failure that comes with feeling stress? The answer is me. Let me be your guide in showing you the way of dealing with stress and taking back control of your life. I've been able to dig myself out of the hole that you may have found yourself in, and have learned a lot from my experiences that I'm willing to share. In order to do this effectively, I would like to highlight the one main reason I've found that causes stress. The number one reason that causes stress is that you're unable to come to terms with the worst possible situation you can be in. Once this is addressed, I'll transition into some motivational points to get you moving in the right direction. After the seminar, I hope that you're able to find some of the peace that I've found in my life. The first thing I'd like you to do is think of something that you're currently stressed about. Everyone has something to stress over, and thinking about it is only going to help you, I promise. Now think of the absolute worst situation that you could be in. Scary, huh? Well, that's the point of this exercise. It's not to scare you, but to expose you to your worst fear before it actually happens, if it happens at all. Once a person is able to accomplish this and come to terms with what they're actually scared about, the worst possible outcome becomes less scary or overwhelming to think about. If you feel stressed out, it's because you don't want to be in that situation. So why not become familiar with the situation before it ever happens? For instance, I used to play football. When a football team practices, they practice something known as the 2-minute drill. This drill is designed to simulate the last 2 minutes of the game, which can be extremely stressful for a team when they're trying to score if they're behind. It can be a critical situation, and the point is, for these teams to prepare, they have to be in the worst case scenario possible. They have to be prepared. And even though they may not be expected to play through them, they're prepared for it. This can alleviate a lot of the pressure in any stressful situation. It's a skill that can be learned. However, it takes a certain degree of mental strength to be able to change your own mindset. In order to get over this hesitation that people generally feel when they're addressing stress, it's important to remember that nothing is going to be accomplished unless you finally decide to take the situation head on. Through my experience, I found that pushing through this point of hesitation and getting out of your comfort zone is the best way to handle a stressful situation that's been nagging at you. After coming to terms with having addressed the things, there are a few things you should do to minimize your stress. These include managing your time better, finding help with the things you need, and understanding that there's always going to be some stress in your life. But don't just take my word for it. According to Stress Management, a help guide on helpguide.org, identifying the primary source of stress, working with others, and managing your time efficiently are just some of the things that you can do in order to reduce stress. I hope that by now you've learned a few things on managing your stress, and next time you're feeling stressed, just stop and think of these because they're going to help you in the long run.